More than 1,500 earthquakes shake this place every year, an average of more than 4 per day. This is a country where the earth never stops moving, but the people here have built a society stronger than almost any other in the world. A place where nature's fury meets man's extraordinary endurance in a way that's nothing short of epic. This is spectacular. This is Japan. The 776-meter-high peak of Mount Fuji, to the sacred forest where 1,000-year-old trees stand guard, Japan is a land constantly shaped by enormous natural forces. Yet amidst all that might there is an elegance and peace that is almost unreal. This is a country where the world's most advanced technology blends seamlessly with centuries-old traditions. Where quiet temples are just steps away from bustling megacities like Tokyo. But what has helped a land that has experienced earthquakes, tsunamis, wars, and change retain such charm? Stay tuned, because Japan's story is more than just the calm after the storm. Mount Fuji. You may have seen Mount Fuji on postcards, ukiyo-e paintings, or on television. But did you know that this perfect snow-capped peak is one of Japan's most dangerous active volcanoes? Its last eruption was in 1707, and even though it's been over 300 years, modern scientists still classify it as an active volcano. At 776 meters, Mount Fuji is Japan's highest peak and a national symbol. Because it is so large and has an almost perfectly symmetrical shape, you can see it from Tokyo on a clear day, even though it is more than 100 kilometers away from the city. For centuries, this mountain has been more than just a natural wonder. It is one of Japan's 3 sacred mountains, along with Mount Haku and Mount Tate. As a symbol of spiritual power, thousands of pilgrims, poets, and artists have climbed it or recorded its shape through paintings, poems, and literature. And some people believe that gods reside inside the mountain. At the foot of the mountain are shrines such as Fujisan Hongo-singen Taisha, built in the 9th century to honor and protect the mountain. And did you know women were banned from climbing Mount Fuji until 1872? Back then, it was believed that the mountain peak was so sacred that women could defile its spiritual purity. Only men were allowed to climb the mountain for centuries. Finally, in 1872, the Meiji government lifted this ban and opened the mountain to everyone. Today, more than 300,000 people from around the world climb the mountain each year, hoping to see the sunrise from the roof of Japan. More than 400 years ago, Tokyo was just a small fishing village called Edo, with a population of less than 1,000 people. But in less than a century, it grew into one of the largest cities in the world. The turning point came in 1603 when Tokugawa Ieyasu chose Edo as his center of power and established the Tokugawa shogunate. People from all over the country flocked in, turning the quiet fishing village into a bustling metropolis. By the early 1700s, Edo had over 1 million inhabitants, more than most European cities of the time. In 1868, Emperor Meiji moved the capital from Kyoto to Edo, changing the name to Tokyo, meaning Eastern Capital. Tokyo has endured the Great Earthquake of 1923, World War II carpet bombings, and economic crises. But after each event, the city has always known how to stand up and rebuild. You can stroll through tranquil Japanese gardens, explore historic streets, or ride the Shinkansen, a bullet train that reaches speeds of over 200 mph. Tokyo isn't just vast, it's a maze of life and untold stories. Fushimi Inari Shrine. In Kyoto, there is a centuries-old legend that tells of a fox leading a young merchant to a temple hidden deep in the woods. That's Fushimi Inari Taisha, the shrine of Inari, the god of agriculture, commerce, and prosperity. Built in 711 AD, the temple is one of the oldest and most sacred temples in Japan. Today, this place is famous for more than 10,000 red gates torii, stretching over 4 kilometers, leading to the 233-meter high peak of Mount Inari. With over 2.5 million visits annually, Fushimi Inari is one of the most important pilgrimage sites in Japan. When you walk through the bright red torii gates, you're not just admiring the scenery, you're stepping through layers of time. This is not just a temple, but a spiritual journey connecting the past and the present. The entire complex leads visitors through winding forest paths, providing tranquility in the heart of the ancient capital of Kyoto. If you're reading this, please hit the subscribe button. It's free, but it means a lot to us. Shirakawa-go. Deep in the heart of Japan lies a village so quaint it feels like stepping into a living fairy tale. This is Shirakawa-go, where over 300 years of history, culture, and breathtaking beauty blend seamlessly. Located at the foot of the Hakkasan Mountains in Gifu Prefecture, Shirakawa-go is one of the most traditional villages remaining in Japan. highlight of the village is the gas-sho-zukuri architecture, with more than 100 houses with steep thatched roofs designed to withstand an average of more than 10 meters of snow each winter. The roofs are built entirely by hand without the use of a single nail and look like two hands clasped in prayer, symbolizing the residents' devotion to nature and community. Shirakawa-go was recognized as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1995 for its unique historical, architectural, and cultural value. In winter, this place turns into a snow-covered wonderland, with the lights from the houses reflecting like hundreds of candles. Visitors can view the entire village from the 300-meter-high Shiroyama Observatory or take part in a special illumination festival held in January and February every year. 5. A visit to Shirakawa-go is more than just a journey into Japan's past, it's an experience of timeless beauty. Kiyomizu-dera Temple. Nestled in the heart of Kyoto, Kiyomizu-dera is a temple with a history of over 200 years. Founded in 758 by the monk Enshin, the temple is built next to the sacred Ottawa Spring, whose waters are said to bestow health, wisdom, and longevity. The name Kiyomizu means pure water, reflecting the importance of the Ottawa Spring to the temple. The entire main hall structure, including the 13-meter-high balcony overlooking Kyoto, was built entirely of wood without the use of any nails. In 1633, Shogun Tokugawa Iemitsu ordered the entire temple to be restored, shaping its present appearance. In addition to its unique architecture, the shrine also has Jishu Jinja, the Shrine of Love, where visitors try their luck by walking from one love stone to another while blindfolded. If successful, the person is believed to find true love. More than 4 million people visit Kiyomizu-dera Temple every year, especially during cherry blossom season in April and autumn leaf season in November. Kiyomizu-dera is more than just a temple. It's a place of dreams, hopes, and timeless aspirations. Ishigaki Islands. In the southernmost corner of Japan, there is a tropical paradise where the sun kisses the sea and the powdery sand paints an unbelievable landscape. It's Ishigaki Island, Japan's hidden gem in the Aoyama Islands, more than 2,000 kilometers south of Tokyo. Ishigaki is only about 220 kilometers wide, but is a paradise for those who love nature, the sea, and exploration. The island boasts clear blue beaches like Yonehara and rich coral reefs that stretch for dozens of kilometers, ideal for diving and kayaking. Ishigaki is the center of Iriomote Ishigaki National Park, Japan's first marine conservation area with more than 360 species of coral and 1,000 species of fish. From Kabira Bay, famous for its emerald waters, to the 526-meter-high Omoto Peak, this is a place for both relaxation and adventure. Ishigaki culture is heavily influenced by Okinawa and Taiwan, creating a distinct and attractive identity. The tropical climate, with an average temperature of 26°, makes Ishigaki an ideal destination from April to November. More than just a place for swimming, Ishigaki is where you can experience the wonders of the ocean and southern Japanese traditions. Itsukushima Shrine. Itsukushima Shrine is built on the sacred island of Miyajima, Hiroshima Prefecture, a place that Shintoism considers too sacred to inhabit. The shrine is famous for its 16-meter-tall red torii gate that rises out of the sea, creating a magical illusion at high tide, as if it were floating in the water. First built in the 6th century, the current shrine takes its form as reconstructed by Taira no Kiyomori, a powerful 12th century nobleman. The temple structure is built on wooden piles and connected by corridors totaling 280 meters long, winding above sea level. Itsukushima. Shrine is dedicated to 3 goddesses, daughters of the storm god, Susanoo no Mikoto, who are the gods of the sea storms and art. UNESCO recognized the temple as a World Heritage Site for its cultural value and harmony between architecture and nature. More than 4 million tourists visit the temple every year, but no one is allowed to live permanently on the island, ensuring that the sacredness remains intact. To reach the temple, visitors must take a ferry or boat, and the journey itself is an integral part of the deeply spiritual experience the temple offers. Shirakawa-go Pagoda. There's a place in Japan where you can see cherry blossoms, Mount Fuji, and a 5-story pagoda all in one photo that looks like it came straight out of a dream. That's Shirakawa Pagoda, a hidden gem located on the mountainside of Fuji, Yoshida City, Yamanashi Prefecture. Built in 1963 as a peace memorial to more than 960 locals who died in the war, this bright red pagoda is about 25 meters high with 5 wooden floors. To get here, you have to climb 388 stone steps. The stone-paved path is surrounded by green maple trees and quiet space. In spring, more than 650 cherry blossom trees bloom along the path, turning the entire place into a pale pink fairyland. In autumn, the leaves turn red and yellow, bathing the temple in a warm, glowing light. From the top of the temple, you can see Mount Fuji, about 20 kilometers away, the snow-white peak against the blue sky like a vivid postcard. Every year, tens of thousands of people come here to take pictures, enjoy the fresh air, or simply have a peaceful moment to breathe. Hakone Shrine. Hakone Shrine is one of the most sacred sites in the region, located right on the shores of Lake Ashi and surrounded by dense forests about 85 kilometers from Tokyo. Founded in 757 AD, the shrine has a history of over 1,200 years and is associated with ancient legends of the Hakone region. The shrine was originally built on top of Mount Hakone, but was moved to its current location near Lake Ashi in 1667 for the convenience of pilgrims. The shrine is dedicated to several important Shinto deities, including Ninigi no Mikoto, grandson of the sun goddess Amaterasu, and Konohana Sakuya, goddess of Mount Fuji. One of the most iconic symbols of the shrine is the red torii gate, which is over 10 meters high, located in the middle of the water, and is often photographed with the reflection of Mount Fuji. This is one of the most famous photo spots in Japan, attracting millions of visitors every year. Hakone Shrine is also associated with the legend of Mangan Shonin, the monk who tamed the fierce dragon Kuzuryu that once lived in Lake Ashi. Every year on July 31st, a grand ceremony is held to honor the dragon god and pray for peace, attracting thousands of locals and tourists to attend. Otaru. Just 25 minutes by train from Sapporo, Otaru is a small coastal city that feels like it takes you back in time. Once the main port of Ishikari Bay, Otaru played an important role in Japan's international trade in the late 19th century, especially with the United States and Britain. In 1880, the first railway in Hokkaido opened in Otaru, connecting the city with Sapporo, providing a great impetus to economic development. Today, many of the 19th century stone buildings remain preserved and have been converted into nostalgic cafes, museums, and shops. The city's most prominent landmark is the 140-meter-long Otaru Canal, built in 1923, and now a great place to stroll, especially in the evening when hundreds of oil lamps are lit. The name Otaru may come from the indigenous Ainu language, meaning river flowing through sand. The city is also famous for festivals such as the Otaru Snowlight Path in February, which attracts over 500,000 visitors each year, and for fresh seafood from the Sea of Japan. Would you add Otaru to your must-visit list? Drop an emoji if you've been there, or two if you're dreaming of going there. Of course, atop a mountain shrouded in mist and ancient forests, there is a sacred land where time seems to stand still. That is Koyasan, the spiritual heart of Shingon Buddhism, and a holy site that has existed for over 1,200 years, since 816 AD. Not only is Koyasan the birthplace of one of Japan's most influential Buddhist sects, it is also the ultimate destination for pilgrims seeking a peace beyond the world. From the 25-meter-tall diamond gate that marks the entrance to the sacred world, tree-lined paths lead you to Okunoin, the resting place of Kobo Daishi, the sect's founder. More than 200,000 moss-covered tombstones surrounded by cedar trees, over 500 years old, whisper of enlightenment, devotion, and eternity. There's no place like Koyasan where you can live like a monk, share a vegan Shojin Ryori meal in silence, and experience a day of meditation retreat. In a noisy modern world, Koyasan is one of the few reminders that true peace is still possible if you're willing to slow down and listen. So come with me to explore this sacred mountain where every step is a journey into the inner world. Jigokudani Monkey Park. Did you know that there is a place in Japan where monkeys bathe in hot springs like humans? It is Jigokudani Hell Valley. Located in Nagano Prefecture, Jigokudani Monkey Park is the only place in the world where Japanese macaques Macassa fuscata, also known as snow monkeys, regularly soak in hot springs to keep warm. This strange behavior began in the 1950s after their mountain habitat was disturbed by human development. However, the park retains its tranquility thanks to its isolated location accessible only by a 1.6-kilometer hike through the mountain forest. Arashiyama Bamboo Forest. Entering the Arashiyama Bamboo Forest is like entering a deep green and peaceful dream. But photos can't convey the real feeling you have to be there, feeling the cool breeze and light filtering through the dense bamboo stalks. This area was a retreat for Japanese royalty during the Heian period over 1,000 years ago, and still retains that ancient elegance. In Japanese culture, bamboo is a symbol of strength and flexibility, and you can really feel that here. Early morning is the ideal time to come. The sunlight is gentle through the bamboo leaves and the air is completely still. Some visitors wear kimonos and take pictures in this forest, blending into the perfect picture of serenity and tradition. Kyoto. There is no city in the world like Kyoto, home to more than 1,600 temples and 400 Shinto shrines, and which served as Japan's capital for more than 100 years, from 794 to 1868. Kyoto is not just ancient, it embodies antiquity, sacredness, and wisdom through many layers of time. Once the political and cultural heart of the country, the city has seen dynasties rise, fall, and be reborn while still retaining its own unmistakable identity. In spring, more than 1,500 cherry blossom trees bloom along the banks of the Kamo River in temple gardens, turning Kyoto into a poetic picture. In autumn, maple leaves turn red and yellow all over the city like ancient trees bowing to the old year. In the Gion district, geisha and maiko apprentices still appear in traditional costumes, walking through lantern-lit alleys carrying secrets passed down for centuries. You can even transform into a geisha. For around 10,000 yen, get dressed in a kimono, get makeup done, and take photos at historical spots. Kyoto cuisine is diverse from 14-hour simmered ramen to crispy kushikatsu skewers, perfect after a day of exploring ancient culture and temples. Mount Myoko. Mount Myoko, located in Niigata Prefecture, is one of Japan's most impressive and sacred mountains, rising to 454 meters above sea level. This volcano is also known as Echigo Fuji because of its resemblance to Mount Fuji and is the symbol of the Joetsu area. Myoko's eruptive history is fascinating. The largest recorded eruption occurred about 400 to 300 years ago, leaving behind a large crater. Although no longer very active, fumaroles vents containing hot gases still exist near the top with the characteristic sulfurous smell that was exploited in the past. The surrounding mountain scenery features natural hot springs and famous ski resorts such as Akakura Onsen and Suginosawa, attracting thousands of visitors each year. This mountain is not only a tourist destination, but also has spiritual value mentioned in folk songs sung by children of the Joetsu region. The name Myoko was once called Koshinoyama, then changed to Myoko, a name that is said to bring luck and prosperity to the local people. Myoko is a place where majestic nature, ancient culture, and the eternal Japanese spirit converge. Hokkaido, Tuotanasirinoman. Hokkaido is Japan's second largest and northernmost island, with an area of about 450 kilometers, but a population of only about 5.2 million people. Known for its unspoiled nature, this place has forests covering more than 70% of its area, hundreds of freshwater lakes, and more than 30 large hot springs. In winter, Hokkaido turns into a ski paradise, with famous ski resorts like Niseko and Furano, welcoming over 2 million visitors each year. In summer, the island becomes a destination for those who love hiking, cycling, and picnicking in a cool climate with an average of 20 degrees Celsius. Hokkaido has the lowest population density in Japan, only about 63 people per kilometer region, so open space here is almost limitless. The indigenous Ainu culture remains strongly present with museums, festivals, and distinctive architecture, creating a unique diversity for the island. Despite its cold climate, Hokkaido is a major agricultural region providing more than 20% of the nation's food, including potatoes, corn, and cow's milk. The combination of majestic nature and historical heritage makes Hokkaido a must-see destination for anyone who loves Japan. Osaka 41. Osaka is Japan's third largest city with a population of over 2.7 million people and is the vibrant economic center of the Kansai region. The city has a long history, having been the capital of Japan in the 7th century, and was known by its ancient name of Naniwa. Today, Osaka is a major financial center with a regional GDP exceeding $350 billion, renowned for innovation, technology, and international trade. One of the most prominent historical symbols is Osaka Castle, built in 1583, which was once the stronghold of Toyotomi Hideyoshi, one of the greatest warlords in Japanese history. The Dotonbori district is notable for its neon lights, giant animated signs like the Glyco Man, and signature street foods like takoyaki and okonomiyaki. In the past, Osaka was an important port connecting Japan with China and Southeast Asian countries, promoting maritime trade since the 17th century. Despite rapid modernization, Osaka still preserves traditional culture, such as Katsuoji Temple, a temple built in the 8th century and famous for its Lucky Daruma dolls. If you want to experience a city with a fast pace of life-rich culture and unparalleled cuisine, then Osaka is the place for you. Takato Castle Cherry Blossom Park, Takato-jo. Did you know that one of the most beautiful cherry blossom parks in Japan was created by samurai over 150 years ago? That is Takato Castle Ruins Park, located in Ina City, Nagano Prefecture, famous for its more than 1,500 cherry blossom trees that bloom every April. In the 16th century, the castle served as a strategic base for Takeda Shingen and was later captured by Oda Nobunaga during the turbulent Sengoku period. After its destruction in the 19th century, local samurai planted Kohigan Zakura cherry trees around the ruins to preserve historical memories. This flower has a darker pink color than the Somei Yoshino variety popular in Tokyo and Kyoto, creating its own unique and charming beauty. Today, the park attracts more than 200,000 visitors every spring, especially during the Flower Festival in early April. Here you can enjoy flowers, enjoy local street food, and admire the ancient castle lit up at night. Takato-jo is the perfect blend of samurai history and the poetic beauty of Japanese nature. Okinawa. Okinawa, often referred to as the Hawaii of Japan, is an archipelago of more than 160 islands located in the southernmost part of Japan, stretching over 1,000 kilometers between the East China Sea and the Pacific Ocean. Okinawa is famous for its crystal-clear waters, white sand beaches, and some of the most diverse coral reefs in Japan, ideal for diving and snorkeling. Before its annexation by Japan in 1879, Okinawa was influenced by China and Southeast Asia. Today, you can still see this unique blend in architecture, cuisine, like Goya champuru, and folk music using the sanshin instrument. Okinawa's subtropical climate maintains an average temperature of 20 degrees Celsius year-round, creating perfect conditions for beach tourism in all seasons. The ideal time to visit Okinawa is from April to September, when the sea is warm and the weather is sunny, and from October to March when it is quieter and costs are lower. It also has the highest life expectancy in the world, with hundreds of people living past 100 attributed to a healthy lifestyle and close-knit community. Nico, Nikko is a city just 150 kilometers north of Tokyo, famous for its majestic mountain scenery and pristine nature. The city is home to more than 100 shrines and temples, most notably the Toshogu Shrine, the resting place of Tokugawa Ieyasu, founder of the Tokugawa shogunate. Nikko was recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site in 1999, thanks to its profound architectural, religious, and historical values. The area also boasts Lake Shizenji, the 97-meter-high Kigun Falls Kinugawa Hot Springs, and stunning autumn scenery attracting more than 2 million visitors each year. A day trip from Tokyo takes just about 2 hours by train, or you can stay to relax in a traditional ryokan. The ideal times to visit Nikko are April, when the cherry blossoms are in bloom, and October, when the leaves turn red and yellow across the valley.